Today I'm going to be breaking down Fee Calm, Way Calm by BNXN and Rema, where as usual I'm going to be talking you through the various elements that I'm picking up on as we go through it. For those of you that are interested, I have put my interpretation of the song meaning down in the description below. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, by all means do so. Alright, you know the sketch, headphones on, let's get into some new music. Underlying vocals bang.
Something went not there for me. And if it put my mind, you see, floppy money. Focus with me, the vitamin C.
Strings.
Something went not there for me. If you don't say I am for me, it's no guarantee. I know if you say you bring my party. For money, all the time I won't connect. For my balance, you know straight my car, you too can I enter.
Long drum as well. Okay, right, we're going to stop it there. Let's talk about the intro. Let's talk about the first verse. Okay, so kicking off with the intro, because we've got a good one here. It's about 12 bars long, so it's slightly longer than average, but over those 12 bars, the intro builds. So we start off with the first 4, and there really isn't a huge amount that's going on, but what we do have in there is exceptionally engaging. So we've got a good and decently paced rhythm, and we have 2 repetitive yet extremely catchy elements in there as well. Now, after the first 4 bars, this is when we can begin to hear the track evolve. So we get these long, drawn out and harmonized vocals in there, just singing the ooh sound. We get some intro vocals from BNXN, and then we get to about 27 seconds, and this is when, at least this is what it sounds like, you get a set of keys in there. Now I say what it sounds like because they're only in there momentarily, so it's hard to tell. But on top of that, we also get the bass come in as well. So you can see how the track begins to build over those 12 bars. Moving on to the verse, and for me the standout moments happen in the second segment of the verse, so around about 52-second mark. You've got the log drum that comes in with its distinctive sound, adding a sense of dynamism and an extra layer of rhythm to the track. We also get what sounds like a flute being brought into the mix, and I say sounds like because I can't be 100% certain, purely because compared to the sounds around it, it is quite subtle. But on top of that, it doesn't seem to be in the mix for a very long time. But either way, it absolutely bangs. It's an awesome sound to be bringing in at that point in the track. And on top of that, it complements the overall mood really, really well. And then the final thing, and we're talking more kind of overall now, are BNXN's vocals. So you've got signature BNXN vocals in there, good flow, nice and tight to the rhythm pretty much all the way throughout, and we get good variety in terms of range as well. So let's go back, let's listen. Only a few elements in, but already really engaging. This is where it builds. There's those vocals singing the ooh. And there's those keys that come in very quickly. Bass in now as well. Listen to the flow, nice and tight to the rhythm. Right, second segment. Logger. There's that flute sound. And the strings in there now. Okay, right, just very quickly, you won't stop it and go back with the chorus because there's only a couple of things to say. So firstly, the strings that they bring in here absolutely bang. They are fire. Really, really like them. And then the second thing that I like actually is how they transition seamlessly from the verse into the chorus. You'll notice we had no big transitions, we had no cuts or anything like that. Now, this doesn't always work to kind of transition seamlessly. Sometimes it's better to have a cut or a transition. But I feel like in this track particularly, it works well because we've already got enough shifts and changes happening in the verse. And we've got good momentum happening with the track overall. So to then seamlessly carry over into the chorus, I actually think is a really good choice because it carries that momentum on. And because we have enough shifts and changes, you don't feel like you've just got this same repetitive kind of composition that then starts to get boring after a while, where you do need cuts, you do need transitions, etc. So yeah, I think seamlessly carrying it over, good choice.
Talk, I know they pour on me. I want some malaga with my day ones, my day one. I let my enemies shame me go. Now I me, I know the rest I always say walk out. If I say oh lazy go, I go pick your money before I pick my big go. Because if they stop nonsense, you they hate on me out market. If I form or make I bend, say you get fake dress, but you want give me advice about patience. Are you making sense? Can't fit before I change my color. I they talk, shut up. Me where you with it, I know you color. She be mama, everyone for the wrong.
Okay, right, let's stop it there for the very last time. Let's discuss the second verse and then we'll go ahead and we'll see the rest of the track out. One of the things I absolutely love about this second verse is the immediate energy. There's no slowdown in the track. There's no stripping it back in order to build it back up again. It's just boom, high energy straight from the get-go. And for me, this is a wise choice because I go back to the momentum thing, right? Where we had it in the verse, it carries over into the chorus. And what this does is it means that that momentum is carried over straight into the second verse. Now, in terms of composition, I'll be honest with you, it doesn't sound like too much changes to me. But on the flip side, it does sound like the strings are a little bit more active in this second verse. Now that could just be my imagination, but when I flip between the two, it does seem like the strings are a little bit more distinctive and a little bit more frequent in this second verse. And then the final thing is more just out of curiosity for me. I would be curious, or I am wondering what the verse would sound like if they just sprinkled a little bit of that log drum in there. Not as frequent as what they had it in the first verse, but just kind of pepper it slightly. I'd be very curious to know whether that elevated the energy in this second verse. All right, let's go back. Let's listen. Let's see the rest of the track out. Right, immediate energy. Bangs, mate. Right, hear the strings now.
for me out market. If I form or make I bend, say you get fake dress, but you want give me advice about patience. Are you making sense? Can't fit before I change my color. I they talk, shut up. Me where you
Flow is fire as well. Chorus. Log drum back in. Outro. Strings, they bang. Alright, that's it from me. If you want to see more breakdown and analyses videos, there'll be things popping up on the screen right now. Other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I will see you in the next one.